This video was filmed on the 20th of March 2020, 3 days before lockdown was announced.
Morning!
Morning
Afternoon. What time is it?
It's morning, isn't it?
Mid-morning.
It's like 9 o'clock.
Early morning. From the Chesterfield Canal.
Where are we?
Somewhere south of Coles. Before wherever we are.
Retford.
Yeah, well before Retford.
We're at the workshop in something, a boat club. Or just before it, it's just around the corner, and we're going to stop there and empty our rubbish, empty our liquids, empty our rubbish, fill up our water.
We're going to empty our rubbish twice.
Got the rubbish, then we have really.
And we just emptied out our gas canister last night, so if there's a place where we can get Keller gas, now during the time of coronavirus, blah, 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 you don't really want to be stuck in a position of not being able to cook.
The annoying thing was back at the basin, a guy sold Calico.
Yeah.
A cage of it.
I thought we had more in there. We didn't.
We'll be fine.
We'll be fine. We got 2 of them, so, we got like 3 months supply right now, so we're really not worried.
Anyway, we thought, we've had 2 nights here, it's really nice and rural, and we hardly ever do really rural mooring, so I've enjoyed it. But today we're heading to Retford. I think we're going to try and stop outside the Aldi, just on the off chance they have toilet roll.
Odds are like 15 to 1 against toilet roll. We should be betting on horses right
I
now.
live in hope, but oh well. We don't really need anything else. It'd be nice to get some bread if they have any bread. But
yeah.
We'll see.
If there's enough bread, we could use it as toilet roll.
Seems wasteful. Michael.
I'm improvising here.
That's a wasteful use of resource.
Well, no, I mean, yeah, okay. So
We should start making our bread.
that's a point. Except for you can't buy any flour right now, or potatoes.
Potato bread.
Yeah.
Is that a thing?
Oh yeah, it totally works.
It's a bit.
Any starch, basically, you can do potato, corn. Anyway.
It's a bit cold today, and we should get going around the corner to the boat club.
Yeah. So we got like 3 and a bit miles and a couple of blocks to Retford. The blocks are right at the end, actually, in sort of the city area. So until then, it's more or less just smooth sailing. Joe will walk for a bit, then get on for a bit, and get off for a bit. It's going to be a shocking, surprising day.
The only shock will be as if there's toilet paper.
No, that's true.
All right, I'm cold.
All right, let's go.
But before we go, Michael has to go on a poo hunt as George has been busy while we've been talking, as some of you may have spotted. And then George supervises as Michael gets us ready for the off, and I supervise George as he does his supervising. Michael manages to fold himself in half as he steers under the Clayworth top bridge. We moor up at the water point at the Retford and Worksop Boat Club. I wonder if it moved here, because we're still a few miles off Retford, and Worksop's even further. The club was established back in the 60s when they successfully campaigned to prevent the closure of the canal. We're very grateful that they did, and they give us a very warm welcome today. Just filled up with water at the tap here by the Worksop, or the Retford and Worksop Boat Club, and we're just chatting to some people, and they gave us 2 toilet rolls, so that's really nice of them. People are nice. They also told us of a little spa shop that we might check out just up here, so we'll have a look. Okay, I think Michael's ready to go. George and I are walking. boat club has a rather long line of visitor moorings, so Michael takes the boat past in Tickover. This would be a really nice place to have a mooring if we ever decide to stop moving. It's pretty windy today, and as Michael's travelling so slowly, it's a bit of a challenge to stop the boat getting blown all over the place. At least there's no other boats on the move today, as that would complicate matters further. George and I have been walking for a couple of miles now, and so we flagged Michael over to pick us up. I mean, I could have kept going for ages, but George was getting pretty tired. Honestly. We joined Michael on the back of the boat and we all enjoyed the Lincolnshire countryside together. And then we make a very spur-of-the-moment decision to stop on these moorings outside the Gate pub. That was funny.
It was funny.
The sun's out, it's a beautiful day. I've had a lovely cruise.
Yeah, it's absolutely been a gorgeous day. A little bit chilly in the beginning, which is why we got the coats on. The sun's out now, which is why the coats will be coming off in a minute.
George is rolling around on his back.
Yes. Then we got to the services, pattered past a whole bunch of moored boats, and then just really lovely countryside canal.
Yeah, and nothing, not even bridges for ages.
No, just, it was like, well, we actually kind of got lost. It was like, where are we on this thing?
Because there's no,
There's no landmarks. There's just farms and some tractors pottering around and working away in the distance, and that's about it.
It was just lovely.
Yeah.
And the services was nice. That was the Worksop and Retford, or the Retford and Worksop Boat Club. And
we had 2 rolls of toilet paper donated to us.
It was really nice. Michael was just chatting to a couple of the people there.
And all I said in my defense, all I said was, we're just going to try and find a shop that actually has some toilet paper. Because everybody's out of toilet paper.
We're not out, we're low.
No, yeah, it's not a big deal. It was just one of those things where it's like, I wonder if somebody's got some in at this point. And
because we'd never let ourselves get this low in normal circumstances.
and the woman who was walking along with a very excitable little dog was like, oh, I've got some. So she goes into the boat club and brings us out 2 rolls of toilet paper. So thank you very much. That'll get us through at least a month. Yeah, and then, you know, the canal, honestly, I'd say this is one of my favorite canals.
Yeah,
like,
I feel so lucky that we're here now. Like,
well, it's got such a bad reputation for
for
being
weed.
shallow and for weed. And we're here at the right time of year. It is definitely shallow in places, but we're here at the right time of year. The weeds all cut back and nothing's grown in. And honestly, I'd say this is a great time of year to come up here because, like,
there's no traffic.
No traffic. Spring has sprung, so there's flowers blooming everywhere and birds in the trees, and
people are so friendly.
Yeah, it's just been like absolutely lovely. A little bit tricky to get to because the only entrance is off of the tidal Trent, but it's not really very tricky.
No, especially if you don't do it in floodwater like we do.
Yeah, no, sure. So, I mean, for me, it's definitely high on the list of canals. Like, it feels kind of like, I'd say kind of like the Llangollen, but with less
quiet, yeah.
Quieter and with less hills.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely wonderful. And then, but it's funny because we were coming down here, we're on our way into Retford, and I'm kind of like, let's get to Retford. We passed bridge 66, 65, 64. I'm just like, and we'd been talking about stopping here to maybe walk into the spar on the other side. Because
that's what the guy who we met at the boat club said, there's a little shop and you never know, they might have things that the big shops have been depleted of. Yeah.
And it's like, yeah, good point. We'll see if we stop. When we got down here, and it's like, I'm getting a little bit like, maybe let's just keep moving. Got to bridge 62, and I was like, nope, let's just pass on it. And she was just like, well, let's check on the mooring. Okay, fine. We come around the corner. Here's this like 30-foot, I don't know, maybe 100-foot long straight mooring with bollards outside this pub, which unfortunately is probably closed. In fact, I'm certain it's closed. But at the same time, it was just like, yeah, no, let's just moor up.
Let's just stay here for the day. No, never mind, let's just stay here and wander to the shop.
Let's just stay here overnight. That's fine.
That's really nice.
Because there's these...
And it does help that the sun's shining. But...
Oh, yeah, it really does. But it's like, same thing. There's birds in the blackberry bushes. There's trees over on the other side.
Rather than being in a town, it's just nice.
It is.
So we're going to wander and see what this little spa shop has to offer and then just relax, I think.
Yep. Thanks for watching. Give us a thumbs up, comment down below, subscribe if you haven't already, and hit the bell if you want to get notifications. Gonna have a hard time breathing.
You having problems there? Jesus.
Yo ho ho and a bottle of the rum. We are blown out. There's me. There's a darker version of me. Okay. Yeah, you can lighten that up a bit.
Oh, forget.
George is apparently eating part of the bench. What are you doing, George? I can't see him through there. So, because of the crunching noise on the other side of this bench, I think I'm going to say thanks for watching. Give us a thumbs up. Comment down below if you want to. Of course, hit the bell if you want to subscribe. Nope, screwing that up. Right, George, stop chewing on that.
It's pretty windy today, and it's pretty windy.